All right, let's play the game. Let's see if we can get a live feed. And I think we did. And Disco, Crisco, Bisco. And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers lunch stream here on the RSG channel with your boy Ranger J 1999, as we do every day at this time, Monday through Friday, where we have the lunch stream, where we talk about, discuss, and have fun doing stuff in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the mobile game brought to you by Capital Games. Glad to have you guys here on the Thirsty Thursday. Har, we be drinking the rum. We named the Monkey Jack. Har, Barbosa. Glad to have you guys here. Hope you guys are doing well. We had a really fun Wednesday night stream. If you haven't checked that out, please do after this stream. Sure. Benny, I'm always on time. It's not a matter if I'm on time. It's a matter of if that's YouTube will click over. So usually when I stay ready to stream, I'm sitting here like well ahead of time. As soon as my clock hits 11, I like click, wait, and then wait. Ranger rise is never late nor is he early, Benny. He rises precisely when he means to. So there you go. So I try to be on time pretty much as I can, but you are at the mercy of when the thing flips over. So it takes a couple seconds. it's just the life you lead when you're a streamer. That's just all I can say about it. But you keep keeping me being honest. I appreciate that. Oh, you're on time. I thought you were talking about me. Like, damn, I'm usually on time. I'm pretty consistent with that. I love you, Betty. All right. Welcome to the show where we do stuff in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes and have fun hanging out with you wonderful and amazing people. This is an interactive stream, so a couple things we ask you to do. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, because that's just a great way to support the channel. The other is to give your greeting. You know, I like to shout out everybody and say thank you for being here. You could be watching anything else, but you're watching us, and I very much appreciate it. So thank you for being here, and give your greetings so I can do the shout out. Shout out you, shout out everybody in the chat. Say hi to me, say hi to all the other skewers. And then, as I said, this is an interactive stream, so get your comments, questions, all that stuff in. But if you are going to have a question, make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question statement. That's the way we do it here at RSG. It just helps me identify questions easier so that I can get you squared away. It's pretty simple, and it's a system that's worked for us for these many, many, many years that we've been doing this. So that being said, that's what we're going to do. We're going to hang out for a little bit now. I'm not going to go as long on the lunch stream today, probably hour and a half at the most, mainly because I've got a lot going on today. Not only do I got this stream, I've got the GA Center tonight with my co-host Nev on his channel, The Escape Podcast, which we do every Thursday, where we cover as many content creators as we can, see how they did in GAC. But that means I got to put all my reports together, get everything squared away. I also have some other stuff going on today, so I'm going to be a busy man, and getting all that stuff squared away. So, and then tomorrow we'll have the lunch stream, and then tomorrow night we'll just have a happy hour tomorrow night, where we'll do GAC right for the Heinze stream, which I will be a part of. We'll right into the Heinze stream because I will be on the 2-year celebration of Heinze on Twitch tomorrow, so that'll be a lot of fun. So we're going to be doing that, and then Saturday morning will be Jedi Academy. So as I said, busy couple days for me on top of everything else I've got going on. With other things that's happening. So a lot of stuff's happening. I'm just going to say there's a lot of stuff going on. So get your questions in, get all that stuff in. We are going to start with mod depression, but before we do that, I had a question in the Discord, which you're more than welcome to do. We do have a Q&A section in the Discord. If you ever have a question, tag me, but you can tag whoever you need to in there, so that we could get you help. Now, Alpha Pepe he's stuck on the tier 6 of the SLKR event. Let me take that off for a second. So we're gonna go look at that. It's been a long time since I've done it. I'm gonna try to give you the best help and advice that I can on this one, Pepe. Now, the thing is about this event, you should probably be Relic 7 at a minimum before you go do. Unlike the other GL, after Rey and Kylo, the events got significantly easier. They were just more, if you just got it, you were able to get the stuff for the ultimate mats and stuff. They're not hard. The first two can be difficult, and I understand it. So I'm going to go by what memory serves me now. The team that I use for this, that's not you. it's officer and it's stormtrooper here. Now, what we're trying to do here with this is we're trying to get Kylo into all. It's about building up his stacks as quickly as possible. Now, you don't have his ultimate for this fight. And even if I do get my ultimate, because I do have the ultimate unlocked, I still would not use his ultimate for this fight. Wait, did I select the right one? Let me make sure I did the tier 6 battle. Yeah, it's a tier 6 battle. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So you get the hell out of there, you get the hell out of there, you get in there, and you get in there. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get the stacks on Kylo as quickly as possible, and there's a certain order that you want to do this, if I remember correctly. So if you're having difficulty with the Rey or the Kylo fight, they're both different in how you want to approach them. Now, Kylo's different because you don't have the ultimate. You're just trying to stack him up and just make him a beefy boy. So we want to have Officer in there, and we want to have Hux in there. One, he prevents the turn meter, and then you want Trooper in there to buff and make sure that and Stormtrooper does counterattack. So let's go in here and do this fight. I'm doing this for you, Alpha Pepe. I try to go in there with Relic 7. Your other characters will be at the Relic level if they need to be, but you just want to get. If I remember correctly, the first thing is you want to poke Finn. You want to stun Finn. All right, you can get the whole spiel here. So Rey will do that. That's fine. We're going to poke. Now now you have this event ability, which you can use, but I'm going to do this here, and I'm going to poke him. So now we've got 2 pokes. Now, again, I'm going to do this again. Now I'm going to start doing AoEs. I'm doing AoE here just to do it. We want to get them off the board as quickly as possible. I don't need to do anything else here. They all have their thing. Let's give this back to Kylo so he has his... we could take out Poe. Let me see if I can take him out. Nope, didn't get it. That she's going to Saber Swirl. That's fine. We'll do this, the fire back. We're going to go after Finn now. Now, Poe's, when he gets out of that, he's going to be fine. Again, building up Kylo. Okay, we took him out. Cool. So that's kind of how you want to do it. Now, I've got ultimate, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to pretend like I don't have this for this fight. So I'm just going to poke Rey and just start working on Rey. She's going to Saber Swirl again. Not going to do any damage, so we'll do that. Now we can get rid of Poe. And now it's just a matter of stacking, getting Kylo. Once he gets over 200, he's good. Now, I'm not going to use ultimate here because you won't have the ultimate when you do this. So she's going to do her thing. That's fine. Just keep stacking up Kylo. She's going to keep doing that. That's fine. Again. Not going to use ultimate here. Just going to keep stacking him up. She's going to keep doing her thing. Okay, she's going to Saber Swirl. That's fine. We're going to poke again. You just keep poking. Get him. You're just ramping him up. That's how you have to do it. Do it again. Use basics here. Keep doing the basics. Keep her from healing. That's fine. We'll poke when we can. Just poke. AoE so you can get some of that mastery. She's going to do her thing. That's fine. But now you've built Kylo up to where he's eventually, he's poke again. You're just building Kylo up. That's all you're doing here. You're just building him up as quickly as possible. Rey can do whatever she wants to do. At this point, it doesn't matter. We're just building up Kylo with his stacks where he's eventually going to start just swatting her down. And eventually you're just going to overtake her. That's really what you have to do here. Keep building up Kylo, poke, just keeping his stacks going. And that's all you're doing in this fight. Yeah, soon he'll be Super Kylo. So, do that. You see his stacks are building. He's building up. It's eventually just, she's not going to be able to stop Kylo. She's not hitting him that hard. Again, hitting her, and you're building up stacks, and she's not. So poke again. Again, he is building up. She can't do anything. It's just a matter of just wearing her down. So this is how you have to approach the fight. Once you get over 250, you're this is just what it does, and you just have to keep going back and forth until see the damage. He's at 620. There's no way she can win. Basic, she's going to do that thing. She can't saber swirl or anything, and it's over. Just like that. So you just want to keep poking, building them up. A lot of basics. Use the mastery at the beginning, the AoEs, to take out Finn and Poe as quickly as possible. So you want to...
Don't stop.
Oh, we got a donation.
Now you see that evil will always triumph.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
Good is dumb.
Clayton, the mad Chad lad himself, you son of a bitch. He says, oh my God, does someone say Swevens? Well, I guess I better deliver, you dirty bastard. You turkey. Oh my God. So that's kind of Alpha Pepe, how you want to approach that fight. It's the same, and you're going to do the same thing over and over again. You want Officer, you want Hux, you want Stormtrooper in there. He does counter fire. She is going to saber swirl. You want to get Finn and Poe out of there as quickly as possible, but you want to keep calling and assisting as much as you can to Kylo, and get him ramped up. It's all about just ramping him up. That's all you have to do. And once he ramps up, I mean, once you get enough stacks, and Rey's not going to be able to kill him, and he's just eventually going to overtake her. You know, I did have the ultimate. I could have used the ultimate in that fight, but I didn't, because you're not going to have the ultimate. You have to do it the old-fashioned way. That's why I did it the old-fashioned way, where you have to sit there, use the basics, use his poke, just build those stacks until he's going to overtake her. And once you get to the over 250, then those stacks are just going to keep progressively getting better and better and better. So just keep hitting her hard. With basics in your poke. You can do an AoE if you need to, steal her mastery, and she's not going to do anything to you. So it's a good way to do it. So if you're going to do that, look at this event, watch how I did it, Alpha Pepe, and I hope that helps you out. So yeah. It's been a while since I did that fight. We also did the gas fight yesterday or the day before, where someone's like, have you done the gas fight? Have you talked about it? And I was like, yeah, I can talk about it. It's still a bitch of a fight. I mean, I beat it in the second battle, but it's still a nightmare to fight. The lower you are gear on that fight, the worse it is. So hopefully that helps you out. Now, we need to do some mod depression. It is that time of day. We are working on Grief's mods first. I was working on Palpatine, but he's over 200k. I can go back to him. We got to get Grief up and running with his mods. Now, his other mods are good. They've hit the speed that I can get on him. I just want speed. Anything else, it's okay, but we want speed. Now, this one's a 19 speed. I'd love for this one to hit speed. So we got 2 slices of this. So we need to get speed on Grief here. So let's give the old slice, see if we can go in some big cash prizes, big money. And we did. Huzzah! We got some speed. Yay! We don't have to do that mod anymore. That mod's done. Yay! So that puts him at 327. So he'll be over he'll be at 330 once these 2 mods are sliced up. Huzzah! We do have extra material though, because I can't do anything. Well, I'll save it for Grief. We'll save it because I need to slice this up once it's up and running. So we got to get the materials for that. All right, let me go look. We don't have anything. Okay, so we'll wait at the top of the hour. We'll come back to mod depression on that part. But we do have some mods I think we get from the event, so let's go look at them real quick. Okay. Let me see here. All right, we have 2 squares and a circle. Okay, 2 squares and a circle. All right, we have a gold one that's got... All right, so this is tenacity. It doesn't have tenacity. That's okay. Does have protection, health, defense. Not a bad mod, actually. Let's see if we can get any speed. No, so we'll just sell that right away. Okay, thank you for playing. Thanks for not teasing me at all. Okay, let's go back to the other square. Jesus. That mod said, nah, I'm not playing today. I respect that. I respect that about that mod. Defense, okay, I respect you. You didn't play with my heart. You didn't talk about the strings. You just said nope, not today. And then we have the circler. All right, let's do the next one. Again, not playing games, direct. I like that. Just like, hey, just get me out of there. I don't want to be something you want to run around with. I respect on that. Put some spec on it. All right. So the mods, we're not playing games today. All right, cool. Oh God. All right. Well, I did do the Rebel Roundup already. There's no point of it. I just sent it, so we got all the rewards from that. Now we got the Endor escalation. Who do I want to slay the Imperial Troopers with? Who do we want to use here? What do I want to use? Let's use Grievous. Why not? I wonder if we could... No. That wouldn't work, would it? I think it makes you put 5 characters in. Hold on. Yeah, you can't do Wampa solo. I was like, hey, maybe you'd be going there with the Wamps. It won't let you, unfortunately. Momo, you want me to use Momo? Says Mr. Bone. Okay, we can use Momo. Let's see. Let me see. Rubble Bubbles. We want Momo. And then what Turbo Fighters do I want in here? We can go you, and I don't know who else do I want in here. Sure, why not? We'll have some fun on it. There we go. The Momo team has been requested by Mr. Bone, and I shall do it. I shall go in with yes, good. It's begun. Let's take the targeting off. So, the Terminator train has begun. Oh boy! All right. Well, there you go. The Momo team is off to the races. Summon the homie. Oh boy, you're in big trouble, Empire. I don't mean to. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Oh boy. All right, get your greetings about this. Shout out to everybody. So give your greetings. Get your questions in. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Oh, they're so stupid. Oh my God. Just decimating them. Look at that. Call assist. He's about to die. Boom. 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 Call assist. Boom. More call assist. Boom. Good Lord. They're just eating this alive. Jesus. Oh, they're so good. All right. Foreigner says, hello there, skewers. Hello there. Glad to have you here, buddy. Dom, with his simple, elegant greeting, as always, says hi. Hi, buddy. What's going on? Of course, the aforementioned Mr. Bone says, good afternoon, skewers. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Bone. Lord Helmets here says, thirsty Thursday. Sitting back having a cup of coffee while I watch my radar. Yeah, that's right. We know that Lord Helmet likes to drink coffee before he looks at radar. Let's just leave that statement alone. Super Miss Wendy's joining us as always, as we are alive. We are alive. Not live, alive. I'm awake, I'm alive. Benny, of course, with the greeting, a little mixed up at the beginning, but that's okay. We're glad to have you here, Benny. Final Encounters hanging out with us. Oh, I got 4 Zetas. Well, Jesus, I haven't seen that. I don't think oh God, I can't even remember the last time I got 4 Zetas. Wow. I guess I made up for a little bit of mod depression. Jesus. Final Count says, oh, hey, by the way, top of the Thursday to you. Har. Yeah, that's very nice of you. A fine lad. Giving a nice greeting of a drinky day. Chef D. Shabor D joined us. Says, good morning, skewers. Good morning, sir. Herman Fulgrim with a hoo-hoo RSG. That's right. Get your ass in here, Herman Fulgrim. Glad to have you here. Plagued Heart says, morning all. Good morning, Heart of the Plague. Glad to have you here. George Fletcher also joined us. He says, hello there, fellow skewers. Hello there. Glad to have you here, my friend. Ray Rock says, good morning, skewers and Ranger. About to bring Starkiller base from Relic 6 to 7 in 2 hours. What should his offense be at? Right now it's at 85-40. 9K is fine. Until he slices up his mods. I mean, yeah, that's about right. Around 9K. Should be 9K or over, Hermit, so that should be fine. Or Ray Rock, that should be fine. Benny says, question, hey Ranger, me and my opponent is having a starting contest in GSC. What time do GSC rounds end on your side of the galaxy? What, in 5 hours? Less than 5 hours? What, so for my time, 5 Eastern US. So 5 Eastern US. So 4 Central US. Yeah. So that's what time. That's my time. What's your time? I don't know. Oh, we're running the Ewoks right now. I wasn't even paying attention. Lord Helm says, stun Ray in the first one. She can be stunned. Can she be stunned? I've not had a lot of luck with that strategy there, Lord Helmet. Every time I've tried it, she just like, no. And I just didn't want to risk it. So I came up with that strategy with Loki a long time ago. Because if you don't stun Ray, you're in big trouble. So Yeah, you can do Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot. I kind of came up, yeah, and you're not wrong, Lord Helmet. I don't like to take the risk on Rey. If you don't get it, it could go because of Finn and Poe. I don't even like to even risk it. The strategy that you saw, it works very well. You stun Finn, you stun Poe, you AoE them to death, and get them out of there as quickly as possible as you're building up Kylo. It worked very effectively. Now there could be some other different strategies out there. For me, that's the one I found to be the most effective. Again, RNG can screw you, but having Officer in there with Hux, Red Lobster Trooper, and having the tank in there to take that first whirlwind really makes a difference in that fight, I found. But if there's other strategies out there, again, that's just the strategy I use that I find the most effective. Now, that does not mean that there's not other strategies out there that you can use. So find the one you want. I was just for Alpha Peppy, the basic strategy that you can use that I know is effective. So there you go. What else? 73 says, soon he will be Super Kylo.
That's right. I don't know, guys, if you guys know this, Kylo's pretty awesome. Already has a 12-pack. He's dope.
Of course, we had the Mad Chad Clayton, my boy, joining me on the Wednesday night stream and got me a steak yesterday. What a mad Chad. So good. Not gonna get me a steak, he got my mom a steak. What kind of what a mad Chad is he? He's amazing. My mom's like, wait, your fans bought us dinner? I'm like, yeah. Clayton hooked us up. She was like, well, tell Clayton that's super nice. I was like, they are super nice. I tell them they don't have to do that stuff, but they like to do it. So at this point in my career, I've just said, do it. Bring it on. Because you know me, I'm just happy if you guys all came on the stream and we just hung out and drank and have fun. You guys are just too generous. I am very, it's very humbling to have awesome fans like you. You guys are very generous and very kind, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, who else have I not said hi to? Qui-Gon Jinn, there we go. Says, good afternoon, Ranger and Skewers. Good afternoon to you, sir. Yeah, that B2 is gear relics provided by the Mad Chad Clayton. We got B2 relics, so we have the full Grievous relic team now. So, real quick before I go back to the greetings, what am I working on? Well, balls, purple balls. They're nowhere to be found, but other than farming, we have 30 out of 100, and you can only farm them through, yeah, you guessed it, either through raids, which I've not had any luck, TB, which or just farming them. So this is the only way you can get balls. You can't use guild store tokens, get tokens, nothing. They're not in the weekly shipments, not anywhere else, not even in bloody packs. So if you want to do Utini, I'm just telling you, you're going to need a plethora of balls. The only one that's holding us back is Jawa right now. So until I can get 100 balls total, there's no point of working hard on the Jawas. But we are working hard on Geonosian Soldier and Poggle the Lesser, getting them squared away. And then Soldier first, Poggle last. Iden, we're almost close to getting her done. You can see she's 53 out of 100. I'm trying to save up my crystals so I can go get the crystals for her and get her right to 7 stars, and then we can gear her up, and then I'll just make our Iden team that much better. All right. We didn't say hi to Fatality V2. Says hello, Skewers. Hello, Fatality V2. Glad to have you here, my friend, as always. Of course, we mentioned Mr. Bone. How do you feel, Mr. Bone? Let's see here. Ranger, why you turn off the targeting computer? Is everything all right? Yes, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Thank you, Rock says congrats on 4 Zetas. Yeah. Whittle 73 says calm down, Loki. Where's Loki? I didn't see Loki. What is it in Family Guy? Great kid, don't get penisy. So stupid. I love that. If you have not seen the Family Guy version of Star Wars, you should. Oh my god, it is so good. Dun, 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 dun. The whole scene with they're all looking at each other in the third one. God, this is so many stupid things. We probably sit here for 2 hours and just quote those. Dalton Miles Sato says hello there. Hello there. Glad to have you here, my friend. The engineer says, damn, I'm late. That's all right, engineer. Your rise precisely when it means to. Engine number 9. The train engineer. Choo choo is here. Thank you. 4 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you, What Else 73. He's got the clock. He knows how to use it. Better than me. The engineer says, use my Starkiller team for first time, but battle was over before I could pull it out of the sky. No fun. Yeah, these things happen. It's pretty OP, so I'm sorry about that, but I've had that happen to me quite a lot. Betty says, my time is past night. So you must be some part of the world where it is much later in the evening there, Benny. Well, do the best you can, my buddy. Hawthorne's joined us, the man, the myth, the legend, says, nothing worse than an opponent who refuses to attack first. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Zombie Teja 7469. What's up, Holmes? Says, how's it going, big dog? What's going on with you, big SA? Glad to have you here. The sexy Gav P's coming in hot and heavy off the press. This is Happy Thirsty Thursday, RSG peeps. I'm thirsty for pickles. Oh, well, look at that. Pickles for everybody. Everybody gets one pickle in the hand each. If you want an extra pickle, you have to pay. But then we, of course, make these sacrificial donuts and buttermilk pancakes to the lovely goddess Alchi Dumpling in the hopes that she will come join us again one day in the stream. Quiet John Jensen's last couple rounds, they cleared my character zones and didn't attempt ships. Just another victim to my full clear, and they failed on Executor and Malevolence on my defense. Nice. Super nice. Code Cub says, Ranger, is that the MK7 ball? Yeah, I'm afraid it is, buddy. Jawas need an absolute crap ton of these MK7 biotech implant prototype balls. And you can only get them through farming or raids or events. That's it. You can't get them anywhere else. So I've been slowly farming them. I farm them faster. I've been wanting to do it. It's randomly in the arena store, 345 for 5. The arena store? I have not seen that. I'm not denying that you're right, but I've not. Every time I look to see where I can purchase those, I've not seen them in there. It could be that they're in there, but if they are, trust me, I'll get them. It's in yours right now. Well, then the Illuminati is really against me because we look all the time here, Go Cubs, on this stream for balls, and when I'm farming and looking, not seen them in there once. Trust me, if they were in there, I'd get them. 325 for 5. Okay, so we'll see where we get stuff. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out, but Jesus, if that's the only place, that's horrible. Good Lord. Oh, so brutal. I just want to be done with them. If they were crystals, I'd buy them right now. I ain't kidding. I mean, it's horrible. If I could get 50, I'd be happy because then I could farm the rest. But the fact that you can only get, if that's the only place that you know that they come and go Cubs, then sweet mother of God. Yeah. Go Cubs showed me the picture. Yeah. I just have not seen them, dude. We check on the stream all the time, and I'm checking all the time. But the only place I've seen them is, like, this is all that pops up, right? It doesn't, I've not seen them once where I could get them. That's not I'm aware of. I know, right? You've got plenty. Go Cubs has a plethora of those. I have none. Not that I didn't have any. I have salvaged them because, of course, why not? But I never saw any characters come up, but I hadn't done the Jawas. And then when I started doing the Jawas, I got through. Most of the Jawas are gear 12. So if we look at my Jawas right now, you can see that they're gear 12 ready to be moved up. Now, Scavenger just needs this piece. I'll use crystals for this crap. I mean, I'm not... If we get anything out of the raids or anything like that, fine. I can farm this. I'll use crystals to finish that sucker off. I'm not worried about that. It's 1250, so that's not a problem. I can take Scavenger up right now to gear 12. There's no point in doing that because we need Jawa to get the balls. And he's only gear 8. So until I can get Jawa up, there's no point. Because I want to get them all to 12. And then once I finish Soldier and Poggle, then the Jawas are going to get the relic treatment. Because at that point I'll have... we've got... and my Separatists are pretty much done at that point. We were looking at this yesterday. If I finish up Poggle and Soldier, the only one I'll have left is Droideka, which we will take up eventually. So Separatists will be done with the relics. But I am really hurting on salvage right now, so I'm not in the biggest rush. We'll get them up there. I want to get them done, but at least get them relic. that just helps their stats. It just helps us kill stuff, you know. So yeah, but Utini's the next one up. So we'll get Jawa's Utini up and running. So yeah, Poggle, Geonosh, and then the Jawas. We'll do Iden once we get her to 7 stars. Now the other big thing is I'm trying to do is get Boss to Relic 9. That's going to be the other ones. Yeah, I saw that too. What else? 73. We looked at the gear that we would need, the big pieces on the right side, and it's furnaces in the med pack. A lot of those for the Jawa. So yeah, it's diarrhea. But we do want to get Boss to Relic 9. He is just absolutely brutal. Now, the one thing that we did yesterday, we tried yesterday. I was noticing that I was talking with Thane brought this up. So we've got our arena match pretty much won. But Thane did say that he was just watching it because, you know, he's busy with school and stuff right now. The only time that we want to switch to the that we want to use with the way that lineups work with that setup is that we want to go Zam, just so we can get ahead of we get ahead of them. We get the cleanse going. You get Fennec up and running. If they're not going to put Maul, if Maul's not in there or Candace is not in there, we want to go with Zam because we can just outspeed the team and outspeed what's his name and then just kill the team immediately. So I didn't realize that, but we were testing a lot of stuff yesterday because my GAC opponent could not get through our first 2 walls. And so we were kind of having fun yesterday. We were just having fun, you know, testing some stuff out, trying some different things. Well, of course we failed, but I mean, at that point you're like, I'll try some stuff because I knew I could clear some zones and get the victory. So we tried some stuff yesterday just to have fun, just to see if it would work. What would happen? What would this do? What would that do? So yeah. So overall, it was just a fun day to do GAC, and to see how certain teams worked and stuff. And you know, normally I would take it if they had done better on our defense, then I would have taken it more seriously. We would have taken our time, but at that point it was like, oh, let's go have some fun. It's nice when once in a while you can just go in and have some fun with GAC. I'm sure it wasn't fun for my opponent, and I apologize to them that they got their ass handed to them by my defense. I mean, you don't want to see that, but it did give us an opportunity to be goofy. What else in 3 says, I thought my opponent had me for a bit, but he got stuck on my negotiator fleet. Oh, yes. Yeah, the Jawas, they take a lot of those rights. It's going to take us a minute to get Jawas up, mainly because I just don't have the salvage. So the big thing, Geonosh, Soldier, Poggle, Iden. We're working on second Swister, and then balls. Those are the things I'm mainly working on. And then mods. I'm going to save the Slice for Grief. And if I can get another mod up, so we're going to work on the arrows last because I'm just going to get 2 speed from that. But if I can get this one to hit a couple speed, that's going to really put us where we need to be at. So right now we're at 327. We got 3 more speed coming just from taking the mod to the next level. So this will be 15 when I 6E it. This will just give us 2 for being 6E. So that'll put us at 330. If I get 2 hits of speed on that cross, we're going to be really, really right where we want with Grief. So that'll be nice. Clay says, mine got stuck on my Empire fleet, but I had him beat anyways on efficiency. Nice. Hey, Ghost Strike, what's going on, buddy? He says, hey, everyone. Super Miss Window, Apple is preventing me from whaling on the Gear 12 fully crafted packs. This is why Android is better. Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I just like Android phones better. I have an Android phone. I do need to upgrade it when I can afford it one day. But I do need to upgrade. But that being said, I love me Android. Just everything with Android, just, you know, just, it's so good. You know what I didn't check last night is, did my Astros win? They lost Altuve for a little bit. He got hurt 2 days ago. See how they're doing. It's the beginning of the season. Yeah, they lost. They're 6-6. Yeah, it happens. But it's still early in the season. Remember what the ancient philosopher once said, Apple drools, Android rules. Yeah, that's true. All right, get your questions in. Anything you want me to look at, that's fine. Anything you want me to answer, that's fine. So we'll, at the top of the hour, if I can, we'll see if I can see what do I have. So I need mainly these. So we'll wait till the top of the hour, see if I can get some more with my arena. And then we'll get that taken care of. We'll get this squared away. I think, though, with the crystals we should get from our victory today and other stuff, I might be able to get Iden get Iden to 7 stars. We can stop farming her. Get her to 7 stars and get her geared. What do I need for this piece here? But it's something stupid. Oh, it's those? Really? That's all I need? Oh, I can get those. Yeah. Buy those. Yeah, those are those comes in the store all the time. So we just need those MK9s. Oh shit, we'll take that. We'll get those easy. So we got those. We do have that piece. Just can't use it right now. You got that. We got that. Do I have enough? Oh yeah, I've got plenty. So we'll take Iden up to gear 12. No, she's yeah, she'll get her to gear 12. And then we can work on relicking her as well. So we should have our Iden up and running this weekend. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Second sister is just not good. It's really, you can see I'm 40 out of 65. I may have to use crystals to expedite her ass because the drop rates are just poo-poo. I think I got 0 yesterday, so that sucks. The engineer question, how do you clear Rebel Roundup Challenge Tier 3 with Bounty Hunters or Imperial Troopers and what comp? It's Imperial Troopers, and you need Gideon. And you need to save for the last round. You need to save. You got to make sure your stacks are up. The round before, you're going to get your stacks taken away. Han's going to shoot first, and your stacks are going to go away. So you need to build your stacks back up. And at the end there, save all your specials. Just use basics and stuff. Clear them. Build up your trooper team. And then I think I went in there with Veer, Stark, Piet, Gideon, and Dark Trooper. And yeah, Nine Sister isn't even better. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, that's the team that I use, their engineer. So Veer's lead, Piet, Stark, Dark Trooper, and what's his name? Gideon. Now, if you don't have Gideon, you can use Death Trooper. He's a nice one to have because once you get that first kill, then you can just start tagging him. But yeah, it's Imperial Troopers. It's not Bounty Hunter. I tried Bounty Hunters. Now, I do have Fennec now, so that's a big difference. I think if you have a really powerful Bounty Hunter fleet, that team, you can do it. But they got to be super relics and stuff to take that on. You can use Bounty Hunters, especially if you can get, what's his name, to disintegrate somebody pretty quickly. You can use Bounty Hunters. But yeah, I used Imperial Troopers. Because once Gideon takes his turn, takes away their turn meter, puts the debuff on them, you pretty much have won. You know, your stacks have already been built up from the previous battle, so you go in there. As long as Gideon's got, you save his turn meter reduction. Once that happens, you've got the match locked in. But you got to save that for that round. You can't use it. If you're going to use it, using the first round of the previous fight, so that you can at least get you need all your specials. You need a big hit from Veers. You need all that stuff. So if you just save your build, once you get that the second to the last one cleared, you get down to the last trooper. Just save all your big hits. You're gonna need it, all your abilities. But just build up your stacks and then go in there, and then you'll have all your abilities with some stacks, and then you can clear that pretty easily. Especially with Gideon, as soon as he turn meters and puts the debuff on, then you do the Veers. AoE hit with Dark Trooper, you're off to the races. And by that time, Death Trooper will have Dark Trooper will have the 20 stacks of the Piet buff, so that'll be nice. Piet can also do his thing, and since it's against rebels, yeah, he's gonna daze and all that stuff. Plus, you know, you should get the daze from also Gideon as well. So yeah, that's the way to beat it. Now, Bounty Hunters, I'm trying to remember, but it still would be much better person to ask on this because I know he used Bounty Hunters. I mean, if you have Fennec for that team, then you're going to get the payout very quickly. Once the Bounty Hunters are in payout, then you can go in there, save all your big hits, and then just nuke the shit out of them. So yeah, because you can go in there with Django lead, Bubba Fett, Grief, Bosk, and the Mando, and you can get through that as well. I think, especially if they're high relic, they should be able to handle it. You want to save your big hits for that fight. Make sure you got the, you know, right before you go in there, make sure you get all your stuff, so you can go in there and just start nuking folks. You might even want to bring in Fennec. You need Embo lead. No, I don't think that's something you want to try, and I don't think you can use Embo lead in the Rebel Roundup. Yeah, sorry, Hienchi, Hienchi. Sorry, that's not a thing. That's wrong. Ewoks, no. Now, if you're talking about the end escalation, that's a different story. But if you're talking Rebel Roundup, no. You can only use Imperial Troopers or Bounty Hunters. How did he use Embo lead? What? Can't use Embo in this. I guess the cult. Yeah, I guess the cult of Embo is everywhere. I guess he did something none of us could do. Van Zill's able to do stuff none of us can do. He can use Embo lead in an event that doesn't allow him to use Embo. Well, that's not. I got 3-star challenge tier last November with Relic 1 Veers, Stark, Pieman, Mike Tyson, and Pimp Trooper. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, as long as you got them Relic and you've got those characters, I mean, you can do it. Troopers can do it, especially if they get the stacks. If they've got the stacks going into the, in that final round, you got the abilities, any combination, and then we've got Iden now, and Iden can do it too. How did? Oh, Embo lead. I'm thinking. Never mind. I'm getting the Ender escalation. You're absolutely right here, Hian. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm thinking. I'm getting this confused with. I'm looking at Ender escalation and stuff. I'm getting my stuff confused here. Yes, you're right. You can use Embo lead. Okay. What am I thinking? I'm thinking Ender escalation. They look the same. Christ. You are absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct. Hianchi. I'm not saying. I was thinking Ewoks because I'm thinking of the other stupid event. Oh, Christ. Nope, you are absolutely correct on that, sir. My apologies. Well. You can use Embo lead. I was about to say, wait, what? Yeah, Ben Seal is hard to judge because all his bounty hunters are like Relic 9. Yeah. Please says, INET Relic 8 is nasty. Need the weekly refresh, and I'm going to make that happen. She'll be, okay, just shy of 10k offense. Yeah, I do have offense on her, I believe. What do I got on Iden right now for her mods? No, I've just got speed set with potency. We'll change this once we get her to Relic. We'll change up her mods. I do have potency on there. I wouldn't mind having offense set with potency. That wouldn't be nice. That would actually work. He is a mad scientist, so yes, Embo lead. Jesus. Too many questions. I'm losing my mind. Good Lord. But yeah, I want to get Iden squared away too, because we got everybody else pretty much. The only one I don't have for her is Magma. Magma's not gear relic, but we're not using Magma on that team at the moment, so we get her relic, and that'll be a nice team for us. Because we did get Range Trooper up and running for our Darth Revan team, so that was nice. And we got everything else. Everything's coming along nicely. It's just really, it's just slicing mods right now. It's pretty gross, actually. We just don't get enough materials. We just don't. For the amount of mods that we have to slice, that we're trying to slice, that are actually really good mods, you can't get the materials fast enough. Like these mods here, I've got tons of these here that are like this. Like this mod here. It's a 14 speed to go to 15. I got tons of these mods that I would love to take up and to see if I can get into the 20s with it. This would be a really nice mod. Problem is it's hard to farm this material to get it to 6E, and then we only get so much slicing material. We get basically 4 slices a week with the Monday and the so we get it on Monday and we get it on Thursday. We get 2 slices each. That's not a lot of slices per week. That means you're doing what? 2, 4, 8, 16 slices a month. Then that's not counting Conquest, which gives you 5 more. a month. So that's 16 slices. Well, if you're trying to slice them on and you have to take it all the way up to gold because you still haven't hit the speed or the stat you're looking for, one mod, that's a week's worth of slicing gone. So at the most, let's say, worst case scenario, you do 4 mods that don't hit the stats, then you're at around 0 and you still don't have enough materials. So yeah. Hey, Nicholas says, I'm late to the party. Hey, Ranger and Skewers. What's going on, buddy? Zombie says, question, what do I need to gear up to make a dash team? I'll show you the team that we're using right now. Eventually, I will work on the prepared team that I want to put on there, but this still works quite well. We put this on defense here. This is the dash team that I'm using right now. Dash with IG, Quill, Vandor, and L3. Eventually, I want to switch that out to Kira and Young Lando. That team is really, really good. But the problem is I don't have... Those characters are only gear 11 and 12. And I just haven't worked on them yet. I also have to do Hoth Rebel Scout for the Momo team and get him up and running. But yeah, this is a team I'm running right now, and it does quite well. So yeah. I'm using him on for the Fennec team, their Tumblo. But eventually I want to get that team up and running, and then I can use IG and Quill somewhere else on another team. So if I can get the prepared team up and running with those characters, then that'll be a nice team for us to have. But yeah, Ban's being used on the Fennec Lord Vader counter team. He's there just in case. Because that's a GL killer team, so that's priority. This team works nice. You can change this out too. You can put Nest in there if you wanted to. So you can see, and you can see that if we can get Iden up, then we'll have the Iden team up and running. And then eventually we'll work on all this stuff and get all these teams with relic characters. I am using Nest though with the Darth Revan counter team. It just helps against the Imperial Troopers. They have to at least 2-shot it if they're going to do it. I don't even have Malik on that team. And it works quite well. What could you replace Vandor with? You can't. Vandor has to be on that team. He just does. The prepared is part of is what you need him for. You cannot have. I mean, you got to have Vandor on that team. There's no. Vandor is essential. Yeah. What else? 73 is right. Koth, the relics. No. Androzani. That'll be one of the last characters, if I have my way, that I will ever take up. No. No. All right. Let's see if I just didn't miss anything else in the store. Balls. I don't need anything for balls. Let's see. I'm gonna need those, right? No. No. Jawas, but we're not worried about Jawas right now. We're just mainly worried about Soldier and Poggle right now. Getting those suckers up. Am I gonna die? No, not really worried about him either. Yeah, not worried about them. I'm not Jedi Master Dasher. I don't just relic my Jedi. We're very specific on what we're working on for specific reasons. So, and I'm going to tell you this right now. As soon as Echelon becomes in the store, I'm going for him. Ship is essential to have at 7 stars. Yeah, she is. Kira's not an easy farm at year 11. Yeah. She's not fun. I just haven't. I want to get the. Yeah. So for me, I will probably after Utini, we'll do. We got to do Scout, but after Scout, probably the prepared team will be the next one. I'll start farming the Inquisitors, but it's not a priority team for me right now. Getting Iden up, getting the Geonosians up and running, rounding out some of this other stuff is more important than going for the new stuff, which I will go for. Don't worry. But getting these characters up is not a priority right now. Don't get me wrong. I think the Inquisitors are really good. It's not a priority. Ships are a priority. Getting Echelon to 7 stars is a priority. Getting, that's a priority. He hits 100 cam basic with cam against droids. I'm sure he does. I'm a Gundy. It'll still be something I will not work on for a long time. He's already in the store? Oh, shit. That's right. I forgot. Thank you, Hawthorne, keeping me honest. I need to start getting him then. God damn it. Too much to farm. Damn it. What's wrong with me? That's right. He did come in. Did he? Okay, shit. All right. I'm just losing track of everything. Looks like I need to go get me an Echelon. I've been running Dash with Vandor, L3 Young Han, and then swapping Ness, Kira, or Supertron. Lots of options. You have them relic. Yeah, we'll get there with that team. Yeah, you can move those pieces around, but you gotta have Vandor Chewie. You gotta have Vandor Chewie. That is an essential piece of that team. The other three you can mix and match, but you gotta have Dash and Vandor as part of that. You're saying crystals for Iden. That's right. We'll finish Iden just because she's there, but then crystals will go toward Echelon. That's the next, because I've already got the character where I want him. I mean, I'd be stupid not to go get that damn ship. So yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll get Echelon up and running. That's right. Star Fortress became free to play. Echelon's not, but he's in the store. That's correct. You guys are absolutely correct. Okay, so yeah, but yeah, Echelon's a priority. Outrider's good, but he works fine for what it does. I use him as a reinforcement. And Star Fortress, I'm farming slowly. I'm not worried about that ship. It's at 5-star. We'll get it up when we get it up. Echelon is there, but we've already got, now I've got to get second. Actually, what I need to do is two things. I need to get second sister up as quickly as possible and Echelon up as quickly as possible. So we got to get those two characters and ship done, because that makes a big difference for your fleets. So those two, getting second sister, we'll finish Iden, but then we got to get second sister at least 5-star, get her to 7 stars. Out of all the Inquisitors, because of her ship, she's a priority, because her ship is just that good. And the higher you got her star level, the more stats and the better that ship is. So we got to get her up and running. So we got to get Iden, and then we got to get second Swister up and running. And then Echelon. Those will be the priority farms. The other stuff I'm farming, but it's just normal farm. I'm not Star Fortress, Ninth Sister, any of these when they speak like Eighth Brother and Seventh Sister. When they become free to play, I'll just farm them slow. Yeah, Outrider's not a priority. Clayton's correct. I'm not worried about Outrider. I farm it normally. The big thing was getting SRP and Biston to Relic 5. So that was the bigger thing for that. I mean, because that makes a huge difference. If we go to Rebels, two things I was lacking on my Rebel fleet was having Home 1, having Akbar Relic. Now, I need to go back and do the Phantom and the Ghost, but the reinforcement's not too worried about it. But getting Biston and SRP Relic 5, so I have Biston's U-Wing up there. That's a big one. That was a big one. Eventually, I'll go back and get the Phoenix characters just for their pilots or their ships. I mean, Phantom's pretty decent, but yeah. Well, you'll get their Tumblo. Listen, you farm one thing at a time. I'm farming one thing. I'm very specific on what I'm farming. Finish up the Geonosians, get Iden to 7 and geared, and then get second sister and the ships that I just mentioned up. Well, Echelon. So I got to get that's my priority right now. And then eventually we'll get the balls. We'll have balls, and we can go do Utini, but I can't do anything until Jawa's ready to go. So until we get the 100 balls for Jawa, good God in heaven. So if we can get balls, then we'll do Utini, but I can't do it right now. You should consider taking First Order Officer to Relic 7. Echelon can usually survive opening assault versus Executive 5-star with a Relic 7 First Order. Oh, Christ. But I'm trying to do boss. God damn it. It's too much. I'm hurting. Hawthorne, don't you understand? I am hurting, brother. I'm hurting for relic material, man. Why are you being like this? I'll put him up there, but Jesus Christ. Getting him to 7 is going to be a nightmare. Okay, well, we'll just do that. Jesus. I've got, I need 100. I have 30. They're Tumblo, so get them when we get them, man. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. And as Go Cubs let us know that you can get those out of the arena store. I haven't seen them in there, but if I do, I'll buy them. Of course, you get for 5. So we'll save our arena tokens just for that until I get all the balls I need. If they appear in there. Hopefully they do. Hey, Beskar Bean Tito, what's going on in the USA? What's going on, Holmes? Or keep executive for office and wait until you can get 7-star Echelon. Yeah, well, yeah, one thing at a time. I'll put them up there, but it's not going to be a priority. Benny, question: by what GP should you get your first GL? I'm going for C now, but find my progress kind of slow. There's not a GP per se that you should go for. Usually around 3 million GP at that point. If you're being focused, I've seen a lot of people that will go get gas in the Revens first, and get like maybe even CLS up and running before they go for GL, and then they go for like C. And if you went for C first, Benny, that's actually the smart play. I would go C into Executor, and then probably SLKR into First Order, because depending on where you're at in your guild and what your guild's able to farm, a lot of those get characters and other characters like that are just not available to you, or you're just now starting to farm them. So getting 2 GLs, like getting C with the Executor and SLKR with First Order, gets you Echelon. It gets you the Executor. It gets you C. It gets you SLKR. It also leads you into a First Order team that you can use, and it gets you into in the Imperial Troopers, and that kind of sets you up for success. So really, it's not so much GP as what you worked on that I look at the earlier accounts, like which direction you're going. So if you just have C, and you're working on other stuff, that's okay. Even if you're 4 million and you're just now starting that's okay. As long as you start the process, earlier, sooner rather than later, then you should be okay. Even if you're at like 4 million. Now, if you're like 5, 6 million, you haven't done any GLs, you're in trouble. You need to start doing GLs like religiously. But even then, I've had accounts that are like that. I'm like, okay, let's just stop what we're doing. Let's think about this for a second. You got all this stuff here. It's great, but you don't have any GLs, and you're missing some key components like Executor and some other things. Let's pick one. Let's go get C. Let's go get Executor. Let's go get C. Then let's go get SLKR or JMK at that point. If they're higher GP, sometimes if they got all the pieces, I'm like, you might as well go get JMK. You might as well get, these other, after C, get JMK, then SLKR. So, yeah, I'm still struggling with the balls. The balls are a thing. Shifty says, laughing out loud, I was one of them. Yeah, we got you. You're getting there, Chef. You're getting there, buddy. You're getting there. That's why we do mini roster reviews and we look at people's stuff all the time. So I can kind of direct you and just give you advice. At the end of the day, you should play this game the way you want to play it and just have fun with the characters and stuff that you like to play in this game. It's your game. Play it the way you want. I just give advice on what I would say to streamline your farming plan, because this is a material management game. This is all it is. The more you manage your stuff and focus on your stuff, the better you will enjoy the rest of the game. So, but that doesn't mean you can't go farm for if you really want to play CLS because you love Luke, because you love Empire Strikes Back and Han and Chewie and them. That can be your first team. Like, I can't remember who it was the other day. I think it was Andrew Zani, his alt. He's like, I want to do CLS. I said, it's an alt. He's like, what should I work on? I'm like, what do you want to work on? It's an alt. Go have fun. You don't have to work on, you got your main that you're working on stuff that way, but if you want to go have fun, then go work on CLS first. There's not a damn thing wrong with that. Go enjoy yourself. Have fun with CLS. Question: how good is Captain Han Solo in the Omicron Dash team? Already have him at Relic 3, and he is one of the requirements. He is a light side scoundrel and has a revive as well. He's really good, actually. As I said, the different combinations on that Remo is you can use a Stormtrooper Han in there. The turn meter gain for that team is ridiculous. And now he's not a pre-taunter, but once he gets his taunt, he's good. He's really good. Plus with the prepared and everything going on with that team, yeah, he's a nice addition. He's a fun one to add. If you have a Relic 3 Han, you could definitely use that with the Dash team. Vandor, Han, Dash, Kira, and who else you want to throw in there? We got Vandor, Dash, Stormtrooper Han, Kira. Hell, you could put in L3 if you really want to be a pain in the ass, or you can go with like young Lando, young Han. Not Stormtrooper Han, Captain Han. Oh, Captain Han. No, Captain Han. I thought you meant Stormtrooper Han. Sorry. The damn thing. Hoth Han? No. No. Not good at all. He's one of those characters that just doesn't do anything, man. I've tried to use Hoth Han. Sorry. Too many Hans in the game. The thing is, he said Stormtrooper Han. Hoth Han just doesn't do anything. Now, if you can figure it out, I've tried some different things with Hoth Han. The problem is he's just the most I've ever used him with is, unfortunately, the most I've ever used him with is a backline team with Rolo, Han, and some other rebels like Lando and stuff, just as a team to put down. maybe just strip some banners because of the AoEs that team can do, right? Like with Akbar and Lando and Rolo and Han, you can do that. But outside of that, he's not going to work on the prepared team. No, I'm sorry. Stormtrooper Han, yes. Hoth Han, no. Hoth Han doesn't really do anything. The revive's not going to do anything. There's just better teams out there and better combinations, Remo, unfortunately. There's just certain characters you can't do anything with them. You just can't. It sucks, but that's just the way it is. I'm hoping that they get Omicrons or they get some stuff here soon that can help them make those characters better, right? Because we do have to farm, they do have to be relics. So I'm hoping that they get some Omicrons or something on there that makes their kits more viable so that you can use that character. Yeah, you would think so, but his kit just doesn't add anything, right? I mean, yeah, he can revive, but the team already has that mechanic, right? With Vandor, with the prepared, with the prepared constantly being on and stuff. So, I mean, it wouldn't hurt, but it doesn't really help. It's one of those things, like, if you did put him on there, sure, but I mean, with the other characters that you can put in that team, they'll just make the synergy better, Remo. Captain Han, it's just down the list of things I would use. Now, if that's what you got, then that's what you got. You can put them on there. It might help you out, but it doesn't really offer that much to that team. That's why when we talk about the team that you see, it's usually L3, it's Young Han, it's Kira, it's definitely Vandor, Stormtrooper Han, those kind of characters in there that get that team going. Yeah, it's not going to really change the results. Now, what else? 3 makes a good point. Omicron Akbar team, that's a little bit different. That he could shine in that team. But the Dash team, it might be a little annoying, but it ain't gonna do much. It's just he doesn't do much on offense. Yeah, he can heal and he can do the revive, but I mean, I'd rather have the heavy hitters in there like Kira, Young Lando with Vandor. Stormtrooper Han or L3, those kind of characters that just will make that team a pain in the ass to deal with. That prepared team, when it's relics and stuff, is a nightmare. It really is. You got to have a good team. Now, if you have it can't be countered easily. I mean, Bad Batch will eat it alive. Certain teams will eat it alive. But if they don't have that, then it can become really tricky. Especially if you get the key thing is high speed on Dash, because if Dash goes first, it just makes that thing ugly. Even against say like Bad Batch. TB started for your platoons. I'm not too worried about it. It's Darkside TB. Storm Han, best Han. I don't know if he's the best Han. I think OG Han's still the best. I mean, Han on the Luke team is just gross. Still to this day, one of the best characters in the game. He's one of the reasons why that shoot first ability is just absolutely ridiculous. Like when you're facing a Relic 7 Grievous and then you just, it's like, oh, Relic 7 Grievous with BB-8. See you, Les. And then you just kill Grievous like that because of that opening volley. It's stupid. Benny just broke through bottom wall, now faced with crew with Hawks, Gear 10, GG with Newt, and Emperor piloting Vader. My plan is to Imp Troopers versus First Order. No. Jedi versus Empire, my Emperor versus GG. What do you say? Let me think here. Problem with Imp Troopers versus... It is a Gear... Problem with Hux on the team, the troopers are not... If you can't kill Hux or kill someone immediately on that crew team, you're in trouble with the troopers. It can work. I just want to be advised that with Hux in there, they're not going to get the turn meter from doing all their stuff. And that can go really twisted quickly. If that's only a Gear 10 General Grievous with Newt... I might Imperial Trooper the G10 Gear Grievous team. Jedi the crew team. I don't know which Jedi you're talking about. But and then Empire. Who would you Empire then? Oh, what do you use against Empire then? It's that crew Hux combination. You don't want to take that. I do not have enough to punch through Relic 7 crew. With your Jedi, what Jedi do you have? I mean, Jedi Revan, if that's the Jedi you're talking about, can take that out. Problem is, crew's going to be taunting at the beginning of that. You're going to do all your... If you have the speed on the troopers, they should go first. Problem is, if you don't kill crew or you don't kill somebody on that team, it can get ugly. I don't like troopers versus crew. Pass the jelly, Dream Y Hermit, Juhani. Gear 10 Jedi. Oh God. Tough choices here, my friend. I'm not worried about the Empire team, and I'm certainly not worried about that Gear 10 Grievous team. That thing you can destroy with anything. It's the... What do we use here? Crew with Hux. Crew with Hux. You could Empire with Palpatine Vader, the crew team. Jedi the Grievous team. Because you don't want to Jedi the Empire team. That just gives speed to their Palpatine and Vader, if that's what it is. And then Trooper what? Trooper the Empire team if you're fast enough. That could be the plan here. I've used EP Vader versus First Order before. Vader should go first. You go into Merciless, you just wreck the shit out of them. If it's only Gear 10 Grievous, Jedi with Bastila Lead should be able to handle that. Especially with Grandmaster Yoda. So that's not a problem. And if your troopers are fast enough than that Empire team, then they can wreck the shit out of the Empire team. It's what I'm kind of thinking here for this, man. I mean, you know your count, you know your character's better than that. I just want to warn you that if you go troopers first, if you think you can take those troopers, the other combinations that you mentioned previously are fine. It was when you said crew with Hux that I'm just like, I don't know about troopers because they don't get because of Hux, they're not getting that turn meter. You do get the opening salvo, but if you can't get past crew or debuff crew or get past him, and you could get into a loop too. You'll need like something like Death Trooper in there too. My troopers outspeed his whole roster. I mean, if that's your best versus his best, then that's what you got to go with, my friend. So if you go first and you can get the kill and stuff on them, then go for it. Problem is with the way with everything that they do, it's just not the biggest fan of troopers. But if it's you know, if I had a choice, I'd pick Palpatine Vader more than I would troopers there. The Jedi can handle Grievous, especially a Gear 10 Grievous. Jesus, Bastila Jedi can unit Gear 10 could probably handle Grievous. But your Empire team could probably, I don't know what the gear they're at, but they could do a lot of good work. But if that's the best you got, man, just go with what the best you got then. Hopefully you're gonna get the go first. You can take someone out, and if you do, then you can get Hux out of there as quickly as possible. just giving you my advice. You go with what you think is best. That's all I can do. Recap of GAC last night. You can see our defense did quite well, so we were able to kind of fart around last night. See in the north, we had a lot of holes. What? 2, 3, 4 holes in the north, and then in the south, kind of the same deal. 5 holes with this team, so yeah, they're out of teams. So GAC went very well. We kind of screwed around last night with GAC. I tried some stuff. I was like, let's try this. All right, let's see if we got some balls here. But let me know how it goes, man. Whatever you decide. Top of the hour. Let's see what we got here. Do you need those other balls for items? Well, we need those. So let's get those. Yeah, see what you can do, buddy. It's tough choices like this that, you know, GAC, you're just like, okay, what do I do here, right? You know, you're left for certain teams, so you have to really think in your head, how is this going to play out? Like, you action plan it in your head, like, and then you look at the kits, and like, what's going to be the best option? So sometimes you don't have the best option. Sometimes you just got to go in there and just do the best you can with what you got. It's not, you know, there's not much else you can do. Oh, I lack the necessary currency. Really? Well, I'll get it at 4 so I can finish that mod off. Okay. And then we definitely need... that's for soldier. That's for both. I need more of those than I need the other ones, so let's get those. And let's check this store for... see if there's any balls in there. Nope, no balls. Again, denied balls. Balls have been denied. Yeah, he put like 3 or 4 I think he had 3 GLs on defense, probably more, probably in the back. He put 3 in the front, but we tried a few things last night. I'm with my pretty standard defense, but yeah, we tried some stuff out last night just to see what would happen. Some of it worked, some of it didn't, but at that point I was like, okay, I could always go clear north, which I did eventually. We were just trying stuff in the south. I think he had 3 GLs in the south for sure. Yeah. 3 GLs in the south plus a Mando, or the Maul Mando team, which we handled. We did Jedi Luke versus SWGOH. Just had a little bit of bad RNG. Didn't bother going back. We went back and then tried some stuff to see if it could, like, it wasn't, I didn't have the teams to clear. It was like, what else could possibly clear SWGOH? So we tried it. We didn't clear it. Lord Vader too. So we were just trying some stuff to see how it would play out against those teams. Just so everybody can see what works and what doesn't work. The North was just pretty standard stuff. It was like a Darth Revan team and things like that we took out. He put CLS down on defense too, on the North. So a little heavier defense, but it went well. All right, who's tagging me? I'm getting tagged. I get tagged all the time. What am I talking about? Oh, TB. Oh, 46 minutes. I got to start the Sith raid, which I will. I need balls. Maybe we'll get some balls here from the pit, but yeah, I'll do the Sith Triumphant raid here, but I'll do it offline. As I said, I got a busy day today. Yeah, I lost my GAC today using JML versus Maul. Bam, Django, Candyman, and Watt. It was crazy. Watt puts attack on Maul, then they just don't stop attacking, burn down JML, and game over, man. Game over. Yeah, I usually go with like we use gas against that team. I didn't even play around with it. JML, just because he can ignore the taunt and stuff when he's got 5 stacks, can get really ugly with that. Can you please show me your speeds on the Jedi Revan Jedi Luke squad counter versus SLKR? Yeah, sure can. So let's go to Jedi. So obviously, before we get to the speeds, Luke's not about speed, but you want as much damage on him as possible. So you want offense, crit chance, get him close to the 12k as you can, minus 11,456. Anything 11.5 or higher, you're fine. Now, Hermit Yoda, you want fast, and you can see I've got fast set to him. I do need to slice him, but he's over 300, so he's 306. Anything over 306 for Hermit Yoda is fine. Old Ben, where's Old Ben? There he is. Old Ben, you want him around 250, 247 works, makes him beefy. So you want a speed set on him with health set. Why don't I have this one on? Yeah, no, screw it. But you do want this. You can go potency on it if you want to, so his ability block lands, but mainly this is around 250 speed. And then Basila, as much speed as you can get on her. You want a speed set with her as well. I got her 251, but you know she's not a fast character, but as long as you got her around that mark, you should be fine. If you can get her, you want her much faster, just because the more turns she's taking to get that ability block on, the better. But this team has worked for me for a long time, even without the slicing of the mods. What happened last night is which you can't take in count, I took out Hux. Red Lobster was stunned. However, Stormtrooper took a turn, hit Luke. Luke went over, killed Stormtrooper, which led to Red Lobster doing an AoE that killed a couple of my guys. And you just can't account for that. I mean, Luke's counterattacking, which you want him to do, but it just, Stormtrooper came out, he was like, shoot. Luke's like, what? Death. And then Red Lobster went, oh no, you didn't, and then AoE'd. That was just the way it worked. So that was just bad RNG. But 9 times out of 10, you know, you can kill anything with that. Yeah, you weren't able, Basila wasn't able to do it, so sorry to hear that, Benny. You're welcome, Remo. But yeah, Basila, once I get her sliced, if you get her closer to like 280 to 300, that even just makes it easier. But you're calling assist with Bass a lot with the team. I mean, Yoda's going to call Luke, but Luke, when he does his double tap, you always want to call her because you want her to get that ability block on Kylo as much as possible, SLKR, to prevent him from doing his thing. Kaya, my opponent put no GLs. I won, scored 1837 at high level. That's just, she's not a good idea to go full offense. Would you agree? Depends, Kaya. So at my level, Kyber, a lot of people go efficiency. Why? Because the teams that they put down, like when I'm facing them with like 9.8 million to 10 million GP, which I faced, their characters are all like relic 7 to 9. So when I'm facing a dash team, like they may put no GLs on defense, maybe one, and they'll keep all the rest of their GLs. Why wouldn't they? Because they've got just outrageous relics and speed on these other characters that you're just like, Jesus Christ. So if that's, they can get away with it. So I am seeing more people do that, because why wouldn't you? Why screw around? You know, you, especially if you're facing someone lower GP than you, you're just like, I can keep all my good stuff, and even my other stuff that's, you know, that are not GLs and stuff, I can put that on defense, and you're going to have a hell of a time with it, because it's just, it's nasty. So it depends. Now, lower levels, I agree. If you don't have a lot of, I mean, defense, you want to put some defense down. Now, the other thing that you'll see also is like Gom and myself, we go heavy on defense because we're all about the counters and stuff. But again, you need the teams and the counters to be able to do that. But I see a lot of people, especially in my bracket and Kyber 1, that just go efficiency. They just, you know, like, my stuff's better than yours. You can't get through it. Because I've had that happen where my defense, I faced when it was like 10 million, 9.9. They basically, I had like 12 holes that round, but they still burned through and got the full clear. But with the stuff that they put just 2 GLs down, but the other teams that they had were so relicked up and so just nasty that I just couldn't get the full clear. I got to the back wall. I just had nothing left at that point. I just didn't have the depth to do the same thing that they were doing. So depends on where your roster is. But I agree with you, though. You should put some kind of defense. It depends on who you're facing. There's a lot of factors into it, but some people just don't care. There's like, I'm going to go full offense. I'm going to score as high as I can and just make it about score. So, yeah. Pubby says, how did GAC go? We won, Pubby. We got it squared away. Our defense did quite well. They couldn't get through the first 2 walls. Pubby says, I'm only fighting efficiency players these days. They literally put 0 geos down when they have 5. Yeah, I mean, I'm the opposite. I put 4 down and a star killer. Yeah, Nathaniel Morgan, they put down banner snipe teams with God mods. Yeah, that's what they do. And they can do it because they've got the roster to do it. And God bless them, I'd do the same thing. Trust me, I'm not mad at them for doing it. It's just like Jesus. It's like, what do you do against such reckless hate? You just can't do anything. You know, it's incredible. I mean, that one guy, I mean, he burned through everything we had. And we put it down our normal tough defense. The one person, though, that was really crazy is he put the same defense as I did down with 4 GLs, but had so much stuff he was able to power through our defense with like 2 to 3, like 2 clears, 2 shots on almost everything we had. But it didn't matter because he had the team and the roster to do it. It was like, damn, that's evil. Like, I was happy about my defense doing what it did. It still got full clear, but I had holes all over the place. But then I looked at his defense and I was like, oh shit, good Lord. Yeah. Meta teams become banner strippers. Yeah, yeah. It's nasty. Upper Kyber 1 is nasty. It is really nasty. If you're in Kyber 1, it's just nasty. It's always a slog. You're gonna fight some good players and you're gonna fight some good shit, and it's gonna be a slog. You gotta have your team and your roster up. And it's not just about GLs, it's about those other teams. You know, Clayton's absolutely right, and everybody else is making out. It's about the other teams. How good are they? How modded are they? You know, that's why modding is such a big thing for me right now. Slicing, because it's like, I gotta get these damn mods sliced. I gotta get grief up. I gotta get all these characters succeed because it makes a huge difference in the fights. Having that little bit of extra offense or defense or protection or speed really does make a difference in these battles. It really does. Rayrock says definitely a different ball game here in Upper Kyber 2. Yeah, I could see that for sure, depending on what your roster is. Oh yeah, it's not just about teams, but yeah, using the roster as well. Absolutely. You know, I mean, Loki right now is number 7 in the world, but I mean, as good as Loki is, and Loki does very well, he can still lose at any time to anybody because just it's trench warfare. It really is. It's just awful. Those guys beat the crap out of each other with their stuff. I mean, it takes them a while to do, you know, their GACs. It takes me a while sometimes to do my GACs. Unless I know I like that last round. I knew I had the win. Our defense did very, very well. And so I'm like, okay, I can kind of screw around here a little bit. But that is few and far between. Most of the times was like the round previous, I had to really think about like what we're using, how we're using it to get the full clear. So, yeah. And the more teams you have, it just helps you out. That's why I want to get Utini up and running. And it's not just having the teams, you got to have them relic. Like that's why I'm busting my ass trying to get, as bad as I'm hurting on salvage, we got to get Poggle, we got to get Geonosis Soldier, and we got to get Iden up and running. We got to get Echelon. I mean, this shit makes a difference. LC question. Hey Ranger, can JML generally beat a Starkler team on GAC? It can. You're going to have to go, you're going to have to be, your Luke's going to go first. It's going to come down. If you get the ability block on, I would say, Mary Jade. I'm trying to think. They can't be stunned. They can be ability blocked. Your Empire managed 56 banners for Screw, but you did get the win. Oh, there you go, Benny. That's good news. So now you got Troopers as, what was the other team? Well, you can use your Troopers on one of those teams and clean it up. So as long as you got Crew out of the way, that's nice. You're more than welcome, buddy. But yeah, JML can lose. You got to have Jedi Knight Luke in there. I don't think you can stun them, though. I think you want to go Cam, Shock T, that kind of stuff, so you can clear the debuffs. GML can get his ass kicked by Star Killer. I typically, CLS and GML are teams I avoid now. Now, SLKR, full SRKR team can handle that team because you just poke and then you're off to the races. What else can beat Star Killer? Jedi Knight Revan can beat Star Killer. Actually, Jedi Knight Revan is a better one than Jedi Knight Jedi Master Luke because you can mark and burn, which is really important. I'd actually go Jedi Knight Revan, Jedi Knight Luke, like Grandmaster Yoda, that kind of stuff before I would Jolie that against Star Killer before I would use JML against that team. I'd save JML for something else. Because we've used Jedi Knight Revan to beat Star Killer teams before. Do not use CLS. Do not use JML. Yeah, if you don't have anything else, there's just not much you can do, Benny. But at least you got the other two teams down. It might help you win. I don't know. But Jedi can't take out Grievous, man. We've done it multiple times in the past. I've gone Basel-led Jedi and just not even Jedi Knight Revan, like Ezra, Jolie. You know, I've used like those teams and taken it out. I'm 5 million GP, 1 GL in Kyber 3. I haven't faced a single opponent with less GP or fewer GLs yet. Well, welcome to the world of Kyber 1, buddy. It doesn't get any easier. Ray, I mean, I'm just going to tell you, it doesn't get easier in Kyber 2. Ray Rock can tell you that, and it certainly hell doesn't get easier in Kyber 1, man. Everybody's got everything in Kyber 1. It doesn't matter how much more you have other teams developed than your opponent, or how good are they modded. But you got to have relics on to compete. Yeah, they got 60 mods, relic 5, yeah. Yeah, Jedi, you can do a lot with Jedi. Once you get them geared, I mean, Basilisk-led, if like in the past when I was facing Grievous teams, there's a lot that can beat Grievous actually. If it's Grievous BB-8, then you CLS it because you just kill BB-8 right off, or you kill Grievous right off the bat. Especially if your rebels are a relic, they're going to kill Grievous immediately. We've done it so many times here. But if it's like a normal, like, you know, GG Newt team, I've used Basilisk Sean with Jedi in the past. Not even Revan. I've beaten that team. I mean, we went in there with one time with Old Ben, Ezra, Basla. Who else do we have that team? And we still beat it. But if you do have Jedi Knight Revan, you can even go Basilisk with Jedi Knight Revan, not even in the leadership spot, and go Basilisk, like Ezra. You don't even have to have Grandmaster Yoda, but Grandmaster Yoda, if you wanted to, just makes it easier. So, but if you get your Jedi up, they will really wreck the crap out of Jedi. Beat the shit out of Grievous once you get them up relic and rocking and rolling. And there's so many combinations that you can use to kick the shit out of Grievous. It's not even funny. That's a really good team to use on that. Yeah, Ray. I mean, I would just tell you, like when I face... So this is the way you guys got to approach this, man. I mean, I get outclassed a lot in Kyber 1. I'm 50-50 on those battles, right? When I'm facing someone like that, I give it everything I got, but I go into the battle knowing probably not going to win this one. I'll give it everything I can and see if I can win. And I have won half the battles I face against these monsters account. But, you know, you just learn from it. It gives me ideas of like what's weak, what's not, what do I need to work on. So I focused on the characters and the modding that I have. It's like, okay, this needs to be a little bit stronger. I need to work on this. This modding needs to change. Like we changed Grandmaster Yoda's modding because of the difficulty we were having with JML versus JMK. You know, so it is what it is. Which I need a slice, but I can't slice because I got to get these other characters up. I want to get Grandmaster Yoda, just his special offense higher. Speed and offensive higher will help him. I just need to make him survivable. That was a problem we were having with the team before, I had Yoda really hitting like a pipe hitting dream, but against that GMK team, I was killing Ahsoka Cat once, but then I couldn't kill her again because they would focus on Grandmaster Yoda. They would immediately go into Ultimate, and then they would burn Yoda, and I just didn't have the health on him to survive. Ranger, trying out Starkiller and TB, about to bring down the ship in Wave 4. So much fun character use with Empire. Oh, I bet it is. You can, yeah, you can bounty hunter snipe Cat and then go in with another team. But I can't do that because I'm using bounty hunters that I have for the Lord Vader team. But yeah, you just gotta keep developing your roster. Do the best you can, get the wins that you can, get the crystals that you can. But it just I use it as a benchmark on like what do I need to work on, what's weak, what do I need to change, modding and things of that nature when we lose. And it just, you know, you can only work with what you got, and if you don't have it, you know, just why stress about it. Actually, C on offense is really good. So we just got to get you a team like, you know, you'll get there, Ray. I mean, once you get your SLKR and JMK or JML on your roster, that's going to kind of make things a little bit easier for you in that bracket. But if you're that high in Kyber with just one GL, man, that kind of speaks volumes about how good you are. Kyber 3 is no joke either. You know, Poby 1 can tell you that. But you'll get there, man. Don't let it get to you, man. Even the best of us. I mean, Calvin Austin, he's one of the best GACers I have. Him, Playbook, all those guys. They're fantastic GAC players. They went 0-3. Now, if that tells you something, that those guys, as good as they are, you know, go 1-2 and 0-3, that tells you, like, even the best of us can get our ass kicked. And that's a comforting thought in my mind. It's like even the best of the best can get raffle stomped because there's just so many good players out there. So just take it with a grain of salt, as Grande would say. You know, just do the best you can. All right, I'm gonna go for about 5-10 more minutes. I got a lot of stuff to do today, so that's right. Knowing is half the battle. Yo, Joe. He'll fight for freedom whenever there's trouble. G.I. Joe will dare. Oh, I remember that. Yo, Joe. Now that I think about it, I was a G.I. Joe. Holy snap, I was a G.I. Joe. Yay! Codename Ranger J 1999. That's pretty cool. I was a G.I. Joe. Nice. Clayton, bad RNG or a single misplay can end a round, so just learn and improve. No one wins 100% of the time. No. Nope. Playboy one says, am I the, only needs to be, armor only needs to be gear 12 to be somewhat survivable, and watch just needs to go first to give the health tech. Yeah. I'm talking about C. Yep. I had to pause the C. He's over 200,000, Pelby. And I'll go back and slice him again, but I got to get Grief. I got to get him faster. Oh, it's always tank tech. Well, if you're facing Ray teams, for sure, the tank tech. Especially though, you know. But yeah, I think for, was it JMK, is it the med pack? Yeah, because they don't debuff, but you just got to get that regeneration. Oh, Poby correct me. Yeah, she said med pack for GMK. That is correct. But you got to have a BPC. But we got to get Greaves done. So we did hit the speed on this mod today, which was fan-bloody-tastic. Now we just got to get some hits of speed on this one. We'll get 3 more speeds, so put them at 330. If I can get 2 hits of speed on this cross, God bless America, folks. We're cooking. Hell, just 1 hit would be nice. I put him at like 3, once everything's said and done. 336. Oh, that'd be so good. Oh, goodness. All right. Last call for questions or anything, guys. Like I said, I got a busy day. So I'm going to go a few more minutes. So if you need any questions or anything like that answered, now is the time. What is my guild at GP wise? I haven't looked at that in a while. We are at 421. Really? 421. Huh. Freud was right. Unfortunately, there's no mod depression to do right now. I got to just wait till I can get the my rewards from the JC, and then I can get. I'll have the energy and stuff to take griefs cross up, and then I'll slice it, and then just get the arrow for the extra 2 speed. So we'll get grief up and running. Benny, you were awesome too, buddy. Sorry you didn't get through that GG team. I didn't really know what your. I mean, that was your best bet with the Jedi with Basil lead because it prevents the target lock with her the tenacity and stuff. But if you can get your Jedi a little bit higher, I think you'll see that team can easily handle the Grievous team quite well actually. Any predictions from CG for May the 4th? Well, Whiskey SD usually on the May the 4th they'll do like double drops and stuff like that. So it'll be a week of giveaways and free drops and double drops and all that other good stuff. And the Clone Wars Chewie shards. You can't forget about the Clone Wars Chewie shards. But yeah. That's typically what they do. They'll give you a bunch of stuff in the mail and then they'll do double drops. You'll get a bunch of items and drops and stuff like that. So yeah. I don't know about the extra assault battles. They do that during the Christmas, the holiday season. I'm trying to remember, Benny, that team I used was in the past. Let me look at my Jedi. See if I can remember what I used. I think I had Old Ben in that team too for a while. Because the ability block really screwed them. It was Bastila. It was, I want to say it was Hermit, Jolie, Ezra, and Old Ben. I used that team against Grievous quite a lot in the past. Just ate it alive. They couldn't give you target lock. We would ability block the hell out of them. You just call an assist. Well, you need Ezra Relic, but he's kind of like your mini cam. That dude was just waylaying folks left and right. So that team couldn't get off. They couldn't land their target lock, and then it was just chomp city. And if anybody bit the dust, you had Jolie in there. I mean, the typical team with Jedi Rev and Grandmaster Yoda and Basil and stuff has always been a hard counter to Grievous. They get the tenacity at the beginning. They can't do dick. You flip over to Yoda. Yoda jumps, takes all their buffs, goes into stealth. Then he puts the buffs on everybody. Then they really can't do anything, and then you're off to the races. You burn down B2, wait for the mark to come around again, then you kill Grievous, so then you're pretty much done. Even with Basiled, which just makes it that much harder for them to do anything because of the insane tenacity and stuff that she gives with her lead with the extra protection. So both those teams work quite well against Grievous. All right. I would think so, Super Miss Wendy. We didn't get a lot of news this week, but I think next week we're going to get a bunch of news. So I think we're going to get the next Shipper Conquest character. I think we're going to get announcements like, yeah, what we're going to get for May the 4th. There'll be a lot of stuff next week. As I said, I thought maybe we might get a character or something this week. We didn't because they've been in a 2-week cycle, but they may be pushing it back to next week because there's going to be a lot of big announcements and stuff. All right. With that, I think we're going to call this one done. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe. If you need me for anything, you can message me in Discord. Now, remember, I will be streaming tonight, 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern on the Escape Podcast channel with my co-host, Nev the Bloody Wanker. And we will be doing the GA Center, so you can come check that out. And then tomorrow I'll be the lunch stream. Then we'll have happy hour tomorrow night. We'll do GAC as I go jumping on with Hoinsey on his stream to go have fun. So we'll have a lot of streams coming up for you guys. So with that, have a great rest of your day, guys. I got some stuff I got to take care of. So love you. Be safe. Need me, hit me up in Discord. If not, I'll see you when I see you. Peace out.